Take a look at this video, you guys. It's an adventure like no other. Running through the streets in front of a group of bulls charging behind you. The most famous running of the bulls took place last month at the Fiesta in Pamplona, Spain. And one of those thrill seekers is Chicago author Bill Hillman, who has written a number of books talking about a decade of running with the bulls of Spain. And he took part in that run just last month. It was his first run since he was gored back in 2014. And I got to ask you, how did it go? I know you were here last year, and you talked about going back and how excited you were. How was it being back after that experience last year?
Well, it was really difficult, actually. I was surprised at how difficult everything was. You know, I had a lot of, psychological wounds that I wasn't quite healed yet.
You said you struggled with some of that. So what happened? What happened once you got in front of the bulls? At that point, it's too late to turn around, isn't it?
That's true. You know, there's sort of a moment of truth as the bulls approach, and as they got close, you know, you're supposed to kind of hold the center of the street and then lead the bulls up the street. But when they got close, I would panic, dive to the side. I was falling. I was running terribly for the first 6 days.
For the first 6 days. So this is not just one time. This is a couple of days in a row where you get in front of those bulls and you try to run. Did you ever think about quitting, Bill?
I did. I really did, because I wasn't really contributing to the NCAA. I wasn't running well, so I felt like I was risking my life. I wasn't helping. I felt like, you know, maybe I should quit.
You shouldn't be out there at that point. Okay, so then that was the first 6 days, and on the 7th day, there was a breakthrough. What happened?
Well, I kind of just came to a point where I said, okay, fine, I'm going to quit. And I just said, well, okay, this will be my last run. And when I did that, sort of everything kind of just lifted, all the sort of the fear and the sort of anxiety that was going on with me. And I just ran the center of the street, and I was lucky enough, a bull came right up behind me, and I was able to lead him for about 20 yards up the street.
Wow.
And then he sort of passed me on the side. It was really a beautiful moment. I was very grateful for it.
So you were glad that you did not give up, and that's what made it extraordinary for you.
Yeah.
Because on the 7th day, did you pray?
I did. Yeah, I definitely prayed. I'm a Buddhist, so I was chanting a lot, and I was praying. I was hoping for something special to happen, and I was lucky enough that it did.
But lucky for you, but something happened to one of your friends that happened to you last year. One of your friends was gored.
That's right, Mike Webster.
And how is he doing?
He's doing good. He's recovered, but he was gored under the arm. He's actually also an Illinois native and actually a rancher. He raises cattle, but he was gored under the arm. It was really strange wound because his shirt was actually pushed into his body.
Ooh.
But it actually helped him a lot because the infection wasn't as bad, and he was able to leave the hospital the next day.
Oh, because the horn was right there on the shirt, pushing the shirt through.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Tell everybody at home, though, in case you didn't hear the story, this is not something that you just up and decide to do one day. You have done some extensive training to prepare yourself to run with the running of the bulls.
Oh yeah, I train very hard. You know, I do a lot of sprints, a lot of weightlifting. I take it very serious, and so it was a big build-up to going into San Fermin this year.
And this is not just something where people should say, you know what, I want to just do this next year because if he could do it, I could do it. No, it's not that easy.
It really is something that I really don't think anybody who isn't raised in the culture should really do it. I suggest people not run, even though, you know, of course I did run, even though I didn't know the rules and everything my first run. But it's so dangerous that you should really, if you have to do it, you need to really study up. You need to take it extremely serious. You need to watch your run before you actually do one, and you just need to be very well up to speed on the rules.
Good deal, and you're going back in a couple of weeks. He wants more, everybody. This is not enough for him, but you're doing another run with the bulls.
That's right. I'm going to Cuellar, Spain, which is actually my favorite run. It's this beautiful little town. They actually run the bulls with horses down a mountainside, and then they run the bulls into town, and the runners on foot take over and lead them up the street.
So it's in a much more rural area. Look at this. Gee whiz.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's the greatest spectacle I've ever seen with my own eyes. It's really tremendous. 300 horsemen.
And you're going back in 2 weeks. Now, will you go back next year again to Pamplona for the running of the bulls there again?
I think I will, yes.
Gee whiz. It's like you can't get enough.
No, I can't. I love it so much. It's really part of who I am now.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, darling.
Bill Hillman. Running on the Bulls. Tell everybody at home the name of your book, and if they want to get more information about your runs, because you do blog about this and you post a lot of pictures.
Yeah, you can find me at BillHillman.com, and my memoir is called Mozos, A Decade Running with the Bulls of Spain.
A decade of doing this. Bule, bule. Thank you so much, Bill. Best of luck to you.